And friends, these are the youngsters who come up with innovative ideas. They come up with a new entrepreneurship zeal. After all, we launched Startup India only about 9 years ago. And in this short span of 9 years, we have become the world's third largest startup ecosystem, boasting over 115 unicorns, 160,000 registered startups. I don't know how many more are experimenting with new ideas and new ways of making ease of doing business or ease of living on the ground possible for our people. And I think collectively, the innovation spirit, the spirit of inquiry that our young men and women are displaying, the job creators who are not just seeking jobs but are actually out there with newer ideas, are the ones who are defining the growth story, are the young people, men and women, who are ensuring that India paces on to become a $30-35 trillion economy in the next 22-23 years. And friends, lastly, it's women-led development, which the Honorable Prime Minister has focused right since 2014. He recognized that India cannot develop until we ensure two very important factors. One, we ensure that all of India develops. Eastern parts of India, Northeast India play an equal role in the growth story of India. And over the last 10 years, that has been a focus area of the country and this government to ensure more regional parity and more growth across the length and breadth of India. But all of this would be incomplete unless we have the women of India right at the forefront of our development journey, and particularly in the formal economy. I remember we had about 11% women in the formal workforce about 10 years ago. Our effort is to take it right up to 45-50%, so that women contribute, and the contribution that many of them are already doing also starts getting recognized and captured in our statistics to ensure that every woman in the country knows that she has an opportunity to support India's growth story. And over the last 10 years, empowering our women folk, whether it is through public welfare activities, whether it's through skill development activities, the larger enrollment of women in our schools and colleges. As I said earlier, 43% of our STEM graduates are women as we speak. Whether it is through ensuring that women are given a focused attention to ensure that they are not required to be only looking after the day-to-day course of life or existence, but have the freedom and ability to provide for their families through growing incomes and growing consumption expenditures available for them to do, to provide for a better future for their children, for their families. I think this journey has really taken off very admirably. Our women folk are contributing a much larger share to the formal economy, and be it our effort to give them greater political heft through the reservation for women in the parliament or state legislatures, be it our effort to ensure the rights of the girl child and improve our ratio between men and women, whether it's our effort to ensure that every girl child gets good schooling, gets good quality health care so that she continues until higher education, in most cases available free of charge for the girl child, whether it's our effort to include them through financial inclusion, through registration of properties in women's name being encouraged, encouraging them to get into activities. Earlier, the preserve of men only. I think it's been a holistic effort which Prime Minister Modi, through different initiatives in the last 11 years, has brought to the table, whether it was his effort to take digital connectivity through the length and breadth of India, and I heard the telecom minister yesterday speaking about the world's fastest rollout of 5G in the country, getting into development of an indigenous 6G technology which will make communication 5 or 6 times faster, whether it's our initiatives for financial inclusion, taking a bank account to every adult in the country, now going into ensuring that even children have bank accounts, whether it's providing financial security to our sisters and daughters, whether it's providing good education through the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao program, whether it's the skill development initiatives. I recently launched in my own constituency a very unique initiative where we are paying women above 18 years of age a stipend and connecting them with the insurance ecosystem. Bima Sakhi Yojana. Bima is insurance. Sakhi is friend. Making our sisters, our young women, insurance agents, teaching them about insurance, teaching them about this power of having social security through insurance products, and helping them through a paid program where they get a stipend for the initial 3 years, helping them to learn the nuances of insurance and making them insurance agents to get more and more people a better understanding about social security. Now these young women with not much formal education, but the personality that they bring to the table, and I've had opportunity to engage with some of them, is absolutely remarkable. The way they connect with people, the way they are able to express themselves, the way they are able to take the message of social security. I dare say none of us men in the room would be able to do half as good a job. I just hope the male LIC agents don't get unhappy with me. But I dare say the contribution that my sisters and our women in the country are doing is truly remarkable. And with women-led development, I don't think there's any power on earth which can stop India from becoming a developed nation, a prosperous nation by 2047. Let us all work together as a team, as Team India, cutting across political parties, cutting across individual states and center. I think we all have a role together, because together we can take the country to greater heights. Sustainable development and inclusive development, the two mantras of this government, will determine the success of India in the years to come. And I think engagements such as the Global Business Summit by the Times Media Group is truly a great opportunity to exchange ideas, to understand views, to learn from the experts in the economic space, and to get feedback from our stakeholders